to speak to Harpreet and Kamal, the two young kids. It was a very brave mother, Mrs. Paramjit Kaur, was shot in the Gurudwara. Harpreet, can you tell me how old you are?
I'm 18. I'm 18.
What are you doing at the moment? You're a student.
What you doing at the moment?
I'm a student. I'm going to MITC. Just starting this first year.
Milwaukee Area Technical College.
And
can you tell us about yourself a little bit?
I also I'm doing my bachelor's degree at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Studying criminal justice and criminal psychology. This is my third year. I'll be starting my third year soon.
So two young kids, young lads, like anywhere in the world at university, studying and trying to succeed and get on in life. I was speaking earlier on to members of the community who were visiting, and they described your mother, Mrs. Paramjit Kaur, as a very caring individual, an individual with lots of gyan, and who's a Gurmukh person, who had a love for her faith, who was a person who did its name on a regular basis. Can you tell us a little bit more about your mom?
She was just a great person overall. It was always the two of us before anything. With clothing, with food, with anything. She always put us before it, and then she would think about herself. She's just a very loving person. I just can't believe she's gone.
It's very distressing for you, both very young individuals, and coping with such a tragic incident. It's very difficult for you. Can you tell us a little bit about how you came to learn of this tragedy?
I woke up Sunday morning to a phone call my aunt made. She told me that there's there's a shooting at the Gurudwara, and is your mom there? Because she had told my aunt that she was going to go to the Gurudwara the next morning. And I came downstairs to see, and my car was home, so I figured that she's not there, she's not at the Gurudwara, she must be somewhere in the house. I looked around the house and she wasn't home. Then I learned that she went to the Gurudwara with my aunt, with one of my other aunts, and I kept calling her and she didn't answer. And so I decided I'm going to go to the scene. I left my little brother home, didn't want him to be there because I heard there were multiple shooters. When I got to the scene, they didn't let me through and waited around for about 9-10 hours all day. When I heard they had some rescuers in the basement at the building across from the Gurudwara, I went downstairs in the basement to look for my mom, and she wasn't one of the rescuers. And then I thought she must be injured, so I went to the hospitals around the area and looked for her there, and they told me that they don't have anybody with that name. Kind of had an idea that if she's not rescued, if she's not in the hospitals, then they told us anybody else is deceased. And it's just afraid, just denying the fact that that can't be. Maybe she's still waiting to be rescued. And finally they told me at 10 p.m. that they found her inside the Bonza bed. She was dead on the spot.
So it was quite a while before you found out that your mum was shaheed, that she had been killed by this gunman, and it was a long period of anguish for you and waiting. How did you feel during that period when you were waiting?
I was just constantly trying to tell myself that no, she's not gone, she's just missing. That's what everybody was saying. She was being treated as missing person. She wasn't on the name. She wasn't on the list of people that were deceased, and she was just missing. I was just hoping that she turns up somewhere. That maybe the hospitals just don't have the information yet. Maybe they just started treating her right away, and they